Hey guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here. Welcome again to another video. Now today's video, it's a whole. I share with you the things that I was able to gather for my multiple collections, toys, video games, movies, Blu-rays and all, in the month of September. We finally received the Transformers Compendium, the PDF, the digital versions of these books that are coming later in the year. I think in December, going to be shipped. I sign up, of course. I went for the Compendium. I have the G.I. Joe Compendium. Love the collection. Fantastic books. A little overpriced that you can think of, but it's just the whole package. I think that's the amazing part. I went crazy with this one too. And we waited for this, and I've been this month. This is what I got. That's it. I got the notification, downloaded it, the 4 volumes, and I'm telling you, I've been having a lot of fun. I love reading digitally and laying down in bed. I like to read before fall asleep. So I really like it. I did a fantastic job. Definitely, it brings a lot of memories of me reading. I never read the whole thing. Everything. I read big parts and portions of the original comics and the UK comics. But some of the later stuff, some of the more rare stuff, I did not get the chance. I'm getting the chance now, and I'm really enjoying. I've been reading every night, so it's pretty fun. I'm really glad, and I'm looking forward to that collection, to the box set, of course, the Compendium box set. Now it's time to talk about the action figures. This was a really fantastic month for action figures for me. I enjoy it very, very much. There's a lot of stuff that was released. I'm chasing some stuff. But some of the things that came out this month were, for me, I was really looking forward for a long time. Nacelle Toys. If you are a fan of the Biker Mice of Mars, this came out last year. I remember when I was visiting my family in California, I was able to see them in the store, but I didn't want to carry them in the in the airport and all that stuff. I could grab them there, and I was like, oh, wow, if they're here, they'll be home soon. I live here in South Carolina. I never saw him in South Carolina, and I got the whole set. You have Thrall, very cool. You have Vinny. So I even love the packaging. The packaging is pretty much, the art is the same in the back, but it's pretty good. And I got also Moto. I like it as a package. There was a discount. I saw that actually I could find them for cheaper if I go even to Big Bad Toy Store or other places. There are other websites where you can even find them cheaper than Nacelle, but I like what Nacelle is doing. So I like to support the company, and when you buy directly from them, you're technically supporting them. The profit margin is higher for them. And in this economy where what's happening with tariffs, all that stuff, you want to support the companies that actually are doing something different. And they're small companies that actually producing a quality product. And let me show you the bikes. This is Venus bike right here, Vinny's. The package is awesome. These are harder to come by. I couldn't see them anywhere else. I think they were sold out in most places, but they were out on Nacelle. I will have the links for you if you're interested to go to Nacelle and look at the stuff. They have a couple good stuff. Also, with Oni Perez, they're doing the comics. They're doing the Nacelle verse, what they call it. Very cool comics. Very interesting. Definitely, the Biker Mice are having a strong comeback for sure. So there is one right here. Now you have Turtles. The Martian Monster bike, very cool, plasticky. They're not that cheap, but keep in mind you're supporting a smaller company. They don't have the same ability as Hasbro to mass produce a lot of things, and even Hasbro is selling stuff for a premium round nowadays. But that's another one that I have, and here's the third one. So of course now we have the Wave 2 that is already being released, I think, and there's Wave 3. That is also look amazing. That's why for me one of the highlights of San Diego Comic Con is to see the stuff that we're releasing. Nacelle was doing there. In the realm of Marvel Legends, I definitely had a lot of fun this month. The Spider-Man, the animated series, of course, I love it. They're bringing back some of the originals, and I was missing some of them. I've been collecting this. I love this line, and I don't have them all, particularly some of the initial ones. So I saw they got J. Jonah, very cool. So I grabbed that one. And of course, they're more expensive than they used to be, but that is just the reality of what we're living right now. We also have Sandman. Very cool. They had it there. I just grabbed it too. I couldn't just pass the opportunity. And I wish the Sandman was bigger though. I wish it was taller. It's technically almost at the same height of J. Jonah right there. If you can see it, I don't know. You can see it there. So it's not necessarily like Size-wise, I feel like it could just be more beefy, or maybe something, an effect, you know, his the sand that he's taller or something. I don't know. They could have done something better, but still, it's a beautiful figure. But the one that I was super stoked to have and grab was this one, the Rhino, and it was the only one they have. So it means to me, what it means is that it was sold quickly. So I was the lucky one to grab the last one. Look at Rhino. It's just amazing. This and the Diamond Select toys, the Marvel Select, are probably the best ever. This is better than the whatever versions they have in the past. Marvel Legends did. It's just amazing. It's heavy. It's hefty. It wasn't cheap at all, but I didn't care. I just grabbed it, and I'm really happy with it. Man, it has a lot of weight. It reminds me again of the Marvel Select stuff. Very cool. And looking at the background, I do have, if I'm not mistaken, pretty much, I think I have all of them on the back. Maybe I'm missing this one. Yeah, I'm missing the Ben Reilly. I think I'm missing that one. Yeah, and armor. The armor one, I don't have it. That's one that I didn't care much about. Those two, I don't care. But I have the others. Now, for the Gamerverse stuff, I was able to grab the War Machine versus Omega Red. This amazing collection based, of course, on Marvel vs. Capcom. It looks amazing. Love the art. On the last video I showcased, I presented the Thanos versus Psylocke set. I grabbed 2 of those. I love that. I didn't grab 2 of this. I wasn't feeling it. I just grabbed only 1. But I went to the store. I stopped by at that same Walmart last night, and I saw that they still have plenty of them. And I was thinking, man, why people are skipping it? I think there's a Marvel set and exclusive only to Walmart. So don't miss out. If you go to the store, you will find them. They have them right now. This War Machine these are reissues. They have been used in other collections before, particularly this one. The mold is the same one that was used for the Iron Man animated series collection, which I think is fantastic. It's a little more on the white color, the white pearlescent color. This is more of the blue pearl color. It still look good. It has different accessories and different things. This, of course, we had before this Omega Red. This is a more darker red. And I wish he had a second portrait. I think that the previous version had 2. Still, it's a nice portrait though. I like that one, and definitely very cool. Again, the collection looks amazing. The presentation looks amazing. So yeah, I might be tempted to get another one. I don't know, but honestly, it looks fantastic. I'm still need to get the Wolverine, and I need to get with the Silver Samurai, also the Captain America with the Venom. But we're not done yet with action figures. Now moving into Transformers. Transformers this month was especially good for me. I was able to pick up some stuff that I was looking forward to. Some other stuff I'm still hunting, but I will get it in time. And of course, the Studio Series. And anything that is mainly based on the movie is something that I'm going to gather. Or G1. G2 sometimes, but mostly G1. And I have this Perceptor. I do have so many variants of Perceptor. I think I have 2 more versions of Perceptor that have been released. I think there were other 2, and I'm sure I have them because I always grab stuff, whatever I found. And they're based, of course, on the Netflix TV show, or based on another version. There was another one too. So I have those, but then this version came, and this is a repaint, more accurate to the colors of in this case of the film, of the animated film, but also comes with Ratbat and Ramhorn. Those are the 2 extras that come with, and I cannot skip him. I don't know why they came with him, but they came with him. But really, this is a pretty cool design, and I love definitely the colors look brighter, the bluish. It feels more tune accurate, and I really like this one. The Transformers have been doing amazing. Studio Series is doing amazing. I don't care much about a lot of the other parts of the universe, like video games or more modern renditions of the movies, but anything that has to do with G1, that's my thing. That's my jam. And this I had to chase for a little bit. I found it at Target, the only one that was there, and that I seen it some places. It's selling quick. People are looking for it. It's sold out in a lot of stores, and I think it's still on pre-order. Big Bad Toy Store, they haven't received their shipment, but I found Megatron finally. I can rest. The only thing, of course, this transforms into a tank, something that it was not even in the toys at some point. But I'm just classic gun. At least they give you like a little handgun that you can actually add. Here you can see to a Starscream. He can hold on to it. It's very nice, but honestly, regardless of that, the fact that it transforms into a tank, it is the most accurate version so far that we have seen from Megatron overall. It is the most accurate. And perhaps my biggest achievement this month when it comes about Transformers. Last video I show you that I have Grimlock, the Age of the Primes version, this blue version that I found. Love it, love the color, looks amazing. But I also mentioned that that's the only version I had, that I was still looking for the original version of the Toon Accurate version, the re-release of that version. Well, dreams come true. Walk to Target. Same time I got Megatron, I think it was same time, and it was there, sitting there waiting for me. And I went to Target later, you know, I've been there a couple of days ago, and they still have another one more. So if you are looking for this one, of course it was so expensive in the aftermarket, this is the time to grab it. Whether you pre-order or whether you get it someplace, it looks amazing. To be honest, I haven't decided which one I like more. Now I'm kind of torn because they look both amazing. I love the red visor of this blue version. I like the color, they're so vibrant, but the classic of course fits well with the collection. But that is not the only thing that I was able to grab, because now I was like, man, now I have Grimlock, I had to complete the Grimlocks. Well, I mentioned that I didn't have this version. I have to pay a little premium for this. I'm not gonna deny it. I don't like that it doesn't have a window box. That is just the dumbest thing. 40th anniversary celebration. So that is dumb if you want to collect it just like that. Unless you can kind of come up with something to cover up there, to put there, that would be nice. But this version, man, now I have 3 versions. There's been actually 5 different versions. There's the Legacy Evolution, that is the yellow color, very vibrant color, that is technically also based from G2 toy lines. That there were 2 versions of Grimlock during that era. There was the blue version like this, and then the other one. It looks fine. You can find it. It's sold out, but you can find them. It's not the most popular one, but the price is up there because, of course, they sell. And then there is the Shattered Glass version, which is even more rare. The Shattered Glass version, it's super rare and super expensive in the aftermarket. I'm not sure if I want to get those 2 to add this. I might do, because I'm such a completionist sometimes. But this packaging, man, I like this one. It's very complete. And we already know, of course, already on pre-order the other versions of of course, of the other 2 dinos from the comics to be companions of this one. So that now I'm really happy, really happy. I have Grimlock. Definitely I spent a lot of money with action figures this month. Video games was another fantastic month. I've been collecting primarily now anything that has to do with the Nintendo Switch. I did not get the Nintendo Switch 2. I'm gonna wait for that, but I still can grab a lot of stuff for the Nintendo Switch. And I grabbed a couple of things. I did order this from Amazon, the Asterix, the Maxi Collection. This was also available, it's available digitally here in the US, but if you want the physical copy, which is something that I strive with the Switch, then you gotta order directly from the places. Now, this is in Europe, was released physically. Of course, Asterix is a bigger name over there, a household name. People love it. Produced by Microid, which by the way does amazing work. And I love what they do with their collections and the stuff that they release, particularly anything that is to do with classic stuff. It's a very simple packaging. It's just the cartridge, but the cartridge is what matters. And there's 6 games. I already played not all of them, so I don't know how they all function on the Switch. I did play some of the games, some of the first games, and they all run fantastically. They look fantastic on the Switch on handheld mode. I'm telling you. And I have these games and I have it on the PlayStation, on the PS4. Of course, you can play it on PS5. I have it on Steam, so I do have this collection. Limited run has been running. Of course, they have now the Vault, where they release a lot of the previous stuff. And I saw that they had, in this case, Mad and Magic. I also see that they have it on Amazon. The price is the same. Also, that is released in this case by the same thing, by Limited Run, that has their own store at Amazon. But Clash of Heroes Definitive Edition. This is the classic Nintendo DS game. I did not play it on that the original, but I did play the upgraded version of the version that came out for the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. I love it. I spent so much time, particularly on the PS3, I spent so much time playing that game. I loved it very much. So there's, of course, Definitive Edition came out with the newer version. I think I have it on the PlayStation 4. I haven't really played it, but I have it there. And I do also have it on Steam. But, I saw that they have it there. I grab it so I can have it on, I can use it also on my Switch. I saw it. I looked at the store earlier this morning, and I saw that they still have it for sale on the vault. So if you want to grab this one, it's a pretty fun game. I think it's addictive. This RPG tactical game is very addictive. If you're into RPGs and tactical games, this is something that you're going to love very, very much. It seems easy at the beginning, but it gets complicated as it goes, and you're learning the process. But it's so entertaining, so again, so addictive. Now, other games that I grabbed, I also pre-ordered this Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. This is a game I haven't even opened it yet, but I did order this on Steam. I've been playing on Steam, and I'm telling you, it's a phenomenal game. When it came out, you know, this month, that's when the physical release was done, you know, but the game really came out in July, but the physical release just came out in September. This one comes with a soundtrack. I'm sure it's still there for sale. I would recommend you to go and grab it. But it's such a fun game. I'm telling you, I got so addicted to it. If you know the Ninja Gaiden style of game, of course, from the, you know, the 80s, you realize the Ninja Gaiden is a tough game to beat because it's all about momentum. And this one really captures that. You know, the same concept, but in a modern take. And this is hard. It is hard as balls. I'm telling you, it is hard. But once you get this into speed, and now once you understand it, and if you're familiar with it, it's just fun, and the art looks fun. It still got the pixelated art, but they did it more, they modernized it. It looks really beautiful. It's so fun to play. Really having a good time with it on Steam. I'm definitely going to maybe this weekend open it and play it on my Switch. But yeah, having fun. I highly recommend it. Finally have it here. But this one, of course, Shinobi. This one I pre-order from Limited Run, finally was released. The only thing that disappoints me about this release from Limited Run is that I did pre-order the deluxe version, which comes with all the different things, you know, a lot of different extras. They did not send that. They sent an email saying that those things are going to come in a separate package, and it's going to happen, officially it's going to happen in January or December. And then they pushed the date to January, and now it's March, which to me, it's definitely a bad way to do business. And Limited Run has been known for doing that nonsense for a long time. I have that experience with them for a long time. Sometimes it was just they delay the whole thing. Now what they did, they send you the game, but they're gonna send you the extra support. It's just dumb, you know. Might as well, if you don't have the time, if everything falls apart, then don't sell a deluxe version. Sell just the regular version. Don't make promises you cannot keep. No, that's the thing. That's my point of view, and I'm gonna just choose Limited Run. I buy a lot of stuff from them. The same way as you can do Ninja Gaiden. People say, which one do you prefer? They're two different things. They're ninjas, yeah, and they have the same concept. It's like they're platformers, hack and slash. Mainly this is hack and slash. This one does have those effects. It kind of follows Shinobi 3, but mainly this is a lot of platforming there. But I'm telling you, the Lizard Cube does amazing work. You know, they did that with the dragons. What was that? Wonder Boy, Dragon's Trap. They did fantastic, of course. Streets of Rage 4. The art is still the same. It looks gorgeous on your screen. You know, that's the point. I was playing on my computer. I have to hook it up to my big screen so I could see it there. I need to get it on the PS5, PS4. But I'm telling you, this is a fantastic game. Love it. I will have links for you if you're interested on grab it from Amazon. And also when you do that, you support this channel. So I have links for everything that I have here that is available there. So you will able to grab it. Now, in another game that I released, well, that I got all the games. I got a couple of things digitally, but physically, Cobra, The Awakening. Now, if you're a fan of Cobra, Space Adventure Cobra, this game surprised me. Also from Microids. Man, it's so fun. I thought it would be just a cash grab, but sometimes it is. But I would say Micros does amazing work, and they respected this source material. They respected. Technically, this covers like the first 10 episodes. I haven't even finished it yet. But I was having some fun. You know, I started, it was late at night one night. I said, just let me play it on, I have it on Steam. I'm playing, I don't even have it open here, but I have it on Steam. I was playing on Steam, and I said, just let me try it out and see how it is. And I got so addicted that it was past midnight. I was still playing it. I would just keep going and going. It's just fun, and it respects the source material. It's a platformer. I cannot believe that this type of game fits well on a platformer. But it's not necessarily because it fits well, because the concepts are in a way two different concepts. It's the way they did it. I think the studio did an amazing job in really recreating that and really bringing it to life. Just grabbing this game really make me say, you know what, I need to get the animated series. So now I'm gonna show you my collection. Now moving into my DVD collection, I went and grabbed me the Space Adventure Cobra, the movie on 4K. I think I grabbed this, and also grabbed the Cobra, the animated series, the complete original TV series. These are amazing. I gotta be honest with you, I did not grow up with Cobra. I came to know Cobra as a young adult. It was when I was single back in the day, many years ago. I used to live with this, my roommate who was from Argentina, and in Argentina, Cobra was a big deal because, and it was funny because I didn't know anything. We used to talk about our childhood. We talk about the things we grew up, the cartoons that we love. We share a lot of different cartoons, but then one day he mentioned, hey, and he was talking about Cobra this, Cobra that he loved Cobra. And I said, and I don't know who he was talking about. I said, well, who is Cobra? And he introduced me to Cobra. I didn't know that actually the voice actors, the voiceovers were done by Mexican actors in a studio in Los Angeles, but it was famous with a lot of Mexican voiceover actors. Mostly, if you know anime in Latin America, mainly comes from Mexico. It's dubbed, translated in Mexico, and it's sold throughout Latin America. But it was a bit too much because this came out in 1982, in the early 80s. It was, the sexual innuendo. There was a lot of things. Of course, it was censored in Mexico. We never even got the chance to watch it. But they were able to do it in Latin South America until they discovered people complain about it and they censor it. So it became a cult classic. But a lot of people had the opportunity, and in some countries, they moved it to late at night, almost midnight. And they, of course, censored, cut some parts and all of that. So it's not necessarily for kids, but I'm telling you, it's a fun base. Of course, technically they base it on Jean-Paul Belmondo, the actor, and even his portrait. He has a lot of like 007 spirit and space, and it's a cult classic that inspires so many different manga and anime over the years. Even some of the techniques that were used on the anime, they inspire many others over the years. It's such a fantastic, clean way to do it. It's fun. The movie came in 1982. A few months later, the anime, which is technically the same retelling of the story. This is all based on 1978 manga called Cobra. Looks amazing. In Latin America was known as the Super Agente Cobra, which is the same as Super Agent Cobra, also known as the El Pirata Espacial Cobra. So they have different name ways to call it, but this is fun. And I said, if I'm gonna grab this, might as well grab this. I already watched the movie. I watched it many times before. Love the movie, and now I have it in 4K. I haven't watched it in 4K, so I'm gonna try it. And then here, of course, the complete animated series. I already I watched parts of it. I haven't watched it all, so I'm gonna watch it all. I think maybe I did the last, because it's only 31 episodes, but I think the last saga I did not watch, but I thought the others I watched. Now here I see that this only in Japanese language is fine. I seen that there is a Spanish version that is running around. It's hard to come by, but if you're grew up with the Spanish version, this one doesn't have it. It doesn't even have English dub. It does have some the first pilot, second pilot in English, but other than that, everything Japanese, which is fine. Now I continue with my Blu-ray collection. I added Gunbuster, the complete OVA series, and also I got the Gunbusters, the movie. Now, I'm telling you, when you think about Hideaki Anno, of course, his contribution with Evangelion, which is amazing, of course. This was Gunbuster, the beginnings, not his beginnings of career, because he started in the early 80s doing a lot of stuff, but it was never popular. With his friends, he started the company Gainax, but Gainax, was not really a big name, a household name, until Gunbuster came on board. And it was 1988. That's when this was released. Success in Japan, and for many considered one of the precursors, I wouldn't say the precursors, but one of the ones that established the mecha craze in the early 90s. Modern mecha craze. Of course, you can talk about other stuff that happened, Gundam, things like that in the past, Mazinger Z, all of that. They were amazing. But what really took over in the West, that really put a lot of things in the West, in United States, North America, all of that, definitely Gunbuster was one of the originals. And Gunbuster is amazing. A little whiny, the main characters, because it's girls. But the battles of space are fantastic. And of course, he has some nudity or things like that. If that's the reason it's an OVA, it was nothing that you could go have on TV for kids. It's not for kids. But it just, you know, there, it talks about a lot of, there's a lot of human aspects of it. And also, of course, the mecha battles are amazing. The techniques that were used in, you know, they really set the foundation for a lot of the modern takes that we do with a lot of things. It's really, really fantastic. Now, the Gunbuster, the movie, technically is a rendition. This was done by Sentai, published by Sentai, which is technically this series cut into, edited into a movie. They did a couple of things, but I don't think they added new scenes. It's more like they edited everything that was already there. They put new voiceover in some cases so they can make a perfect edit, but it's a movie, technically a smaller version of this. Now, I have never really watched the movie. I heard of it, but never watched it. But I said, let me watch it. It's all in Japanese. I want to watch it and see how it stands to this. This I watch, and it's good. There's a Gunbusters 2 that came out some years ago, not really that long ago, which is kind of like it's a sequel to this, but it's a bit different. It's totally different. It's a different characters, all that, different timeline, all that. They even did also the same thing. They did a movie of that, as far as I know. Like they cut it, the whole series into one small movie, and then they did one where actually they combined the Gunbuster 1 and Gunbusters 2. I haven't watched none of that, but I will tell you, I recommend Gunbusters, and definitely, why not this one? Might as well just do both. Another anime that definitely is a classic is Bubblegum Crisis. I grabbed this one, and also the Bubblegum Crash, which is the sequel. This is a classic. Animego, it's always been producing stuff. There's one of the first ones, if not the first one, to bring a lot of quality, some of the more cult classic stuff from Japan and translate it to English, remaster, all of that. They have done that forever. They're pretty much been doing it since the beginning. And if you order directly from the store, I think this one has some type of art book inside. I haven't opened it. I love this one. I love this series. And then of course the sequel, which is not as good as this one, but they're great. If you order, you can order this from Amazon. Fantastic. If you were ordered through Animego, you were able to grab as a bonus from them, like the little cardboard that you can insert. They send them to you like this. I haven't even opened it to put it there, so it's a different version. So love the art. I don't know if you can see it there from there. Beautiful art of the girls, Night Savers. Here you go. Very cool. And this is the one that came for the sequel, Bubblegum Crash. And then this one, still in the, I'm gonna open it and just be able to see it. Look at, I like that. So beautiful art. These are fun. Bubblegum Crisis, of course, another cult classic that really set the foundation for a lot of the stuff, the cyberpunk aesthetics. All right, guys, as you can see, that's it. You know, it was the video extended itself, but I just wanted to share. Life has been good. God has been always good to me. The family is good. It's always fun to share the things that, you know, we are blessed with, and particularly in this world economy that sometimes things are rough for a lot of people. I'm happy, I'm blessed that I don't have those struggles, and you know, I count my blessings, also trying to bless others. You know, I always recommend, don't just always gather for you, but also bless others. I think that's important. Be you know, be a part of the change, not part of the solution, and not just a part of the problem. So I think that's what we need to be. It's exciting, you know. It's a fantastic month now that the October is upon us. You know, I'm really looking forward to October is going to bring. What are we going to add to the collection? I don't know. I've been doing a lot of hunting. Go stop at the stores, like to grab the things that I have fun with. This month was very good, but I don't know how October is going to be. I'm always ordering stuff, but this month is going to be very heavy for me, in the sense I'm going to be taking some time off with the family. So I'm going to be busy doing some traveling, some spend time with the family, but also looking forward to Battlefield 6. I'm going to spend a lot of time playing Battlefield 6. So follow me on my gaming channel. I will have more videos there for covering Battlefield 6, but also covering other things, some collections, maybe unboxings, but also reviews of some games that I'm playing. I'll try to cover those things or do live videos, depending on how the time allows us to do all of that. But I want to say thank you very much for taking the opportunity to be with me today. Thank you always for the support that you have presented, bestowed upon me over the years. It's always been a blessing and a responsibility that I take seriously. And I thank you very much. I pray for all of you, for your families, for your lives, for everything to go well, whatever you're going through. So my friends, take care. God bless. I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.